Collecting whispers, tracking trends, a dance of numbers that never ends. From social feeds to shopping carts, each data point a work of art.
When I started thinking about the possibility of a school, I think the first thoughts were around, oh, the school I was in, or, you know, some of the schools that are close to Nairobi. But one day I was driving on the road just outside the school, the rough road just outside the school. And I've seen this school a few times, but I've never really paid attention to it. And I thought, since I'm thinking of supporting the school, I wonder if a school in the village would be more ideal.
Well, this is a rural setup. Typically, the children wake up early in the morning. They assist in some home chores. Some even go to the shamba before they come to school.
I remember asking a few people about this school. I remember one person told me, that school performs so poorly. Don't waste your money. Don't take anything there. They perform so poorly, it will not be worth it, you know. And I think that struck a chord in me because I thought, if a school performs so poorly, it's not the school, it's the children in the school who are having to live with the consequences of performing poorly for life.
You've introduced the gadgets in this school. That's a tick. Secondly, the second challenge is the personnel to IT. Is it there? Do you have one who gets you through all those gadgets?
So we started a little bit slow, just working on how do we turn on the computer, what are the different things we can do, and focusing on our typing skills, and slowly kind of building up from there. But a lot of these students started from knowing absolutely nothing. Some of them had never even touched a computer in their life before.
If I compare what they are right now and what they could have been doing if the club was not there, I could say they could have been unproductive. So much unproductive because whatever they could have been doing could have not been something guided by anybody.
This will bring down the insecurity that I'm seeing around. The insecurity. Because, one, you will be involved.
Generally, there is that tendency to overlook such schools, and people give more attention to already established schools. But again, it's important to note that even in schools of such levels, we have students who are quite intelligent. We have students who are part of the society who understand the problems that are affecting us in the society.
I think the other thing that was very interesting is that they desired to change. They were very open to welcoming any support they could get. And it was clear that, you know, whatever was given would really not go to waste. So we started this journey. The school assigned us some teachers who'd walk the journey with us. They had a classroom and they said, you can take this classroom, you know, we have space, don't leave us alone, come and take this classroom.
So we should be grateful, thankful, and to make use of the CEMA properly. And I would urge you, if it's possible, join the club, all of you.
Setting up the data club was teaching us to inquire, to look at the problems within our community, and to think about solutions to those problems. And how do we figure out what problems we have in our community?
Has somebody ever thought of why do we grow maize year in, year out, and do we make money from growing this maize? Now with Data Club, we can be able to process the data and know whether it's viable to grow maize or not, or is there an alternative crop that can give us more revenue?
Before I came to this club, I never knew even what is research questions, but since I came here, we were taught, and now I know.
My relationship with the students, one, their critical thinking, their way of reasoning has really increased, and this has helped to enhance how we also work in class. Initially, somebody who couldn't think beyond just the bookwork can now think beyond the bookwork, can now come up with the different ways of sorting problems.
So these students only need a trigger, and you'll see them becoming as competitive as the others. These students would be part of the solution to problems that are bedeviling us, because remember, nobody would come from outside to solve the problems that are facing us. So when we give our students such opportunities, actually we are enabling them to be in a position to solve these problems within the villages without relying on somebody from outside.
People's journeys are different. I'm under no illusion that every child here will go to a university or a TVET, but they will come out with a skill that sets them up for success in future, and that's really what we wanted for this school. So it's really exciting to see us come to this moment.
This has just kind of boosted the school's confidence in a way, showing that it doesn't matter where you come from, if you're rural or urban, if you can afford to go to a big school or not, but these things are still possible. And there are so many ways to look at data in our world and look at our world in a different way. And so I think this has been a really big point of pride for our school and has changed the way people talk about our school and has brought us more in a positive light.
I have learned how to type on the computer, how to communicate with people outside, to have that courage to face person and communicate with how friendly. And presentation, that's that confidence that you have in a person.
Beyond the launch, we are going to continue with this. We are determined to make it a success. We are going to bring in a new cohort when this one is graduating, and we are going to make it a culture that each and every year a new lot is coming in, and make it just a course in its own.
You see this project here, with my age, I've been going to Mutumbu. It's only in Mutumbu. It's only in Mutumbu that we go there for such kind of a thing. If it is brought here, do you think my transport will be mtaharibu kweli? Sinakuja hata hapa nakaa na nyinyi. Usiogope, hii tunakaa tu tunasoma.
So I think once we pass this phase, the next thing is how do we connect the work that the children are doing here with what happens in the community? Are they able to present the work that they do to a chief's baraza because they've noticed something about nutrition, for example, because they've noticed something about farming practices, because that's where you reach the people. So I think beyond just now presenting in school, over the next phases, we'll be looking at how do they engage a little more with the communities that they live in.
What I can tell them is that we are actually very grateful for the offer they have done to Amia and NDERE Secondary School. Actually, we are very grateful and we are appreciative.
Thank you, CEMA team, for bringing us young CEMA to NDERE in a small village all the way from UON, courtesy of Dr. Lois Ombajo. Pleasure.